That was Adriana Spina and Don't Recognise Me right here on the sessions on 107.6. I've been joined in the studio with Auroura Blues. Hello, guys.
Hi, Elmo. Hello.
Hello, I'm good, thank you very much. Tell me a bit about your band. Tell me a bit about yourselves.
Four-piece indie rock band from Edinburgh. Well, not from Edinburgh, as you can probably tell.
No, okay.
The band is from Edinburgh, based in Edinburgh. Sometimes we're a five-piece, actually. Sometimes we add somebody extra in just for the sake of it. But, that's it. We have there's a couple of lads not made. It's just myself and Tim here tonight. Usually we have Johnny and Con, so if they're listening, shout out to them. Sorry you couldn't be here.
Yeah, that's just yourself. We're going to be hearing tonight, but that's fine. We'll move on later on. We'll talk about your Facebook pages, your gigs, and your EP that we've got. But tell you what, we'll just start off with song number one. Tell me a bit about the first track you're going to play for us.
This song is called Drunk Talk, and it's especially one of those typical stories about an older woman and a younger man, and it doesn't work out very well.
Okay, just go when you're ready.
Sure. We were drunk, things got wild. All it took was a wink and a smile, and then you came back to my place. And then the next day we had to retrace where we were the night before. We were smashed and we gave wide fall, but then I asked you for your number. You told me no, 'cause I was younger than you. Can't stand rejection like this. I was good enough for you when you were pissed. And now you're sober, you have changed. Where's the romance that you couldn't turn away? Last night when you told me that I was your one and only, you said it was drunk talk, but you don't walk the walk. And you turn so fast like ticks around the block. But this is gonna be the last time that I put all my trust in reason and rhyme. Like this, I was good enough for you when you were pissed. And apparently I'm too young to know. You say I won't find out until I grow. Till I grow, so I wanna grow. Just let me show that I'm not just a one-night stand. And baby, I can be a man that you wanna know before I go. Yeah, I just move on up this plan. You know I'm not just a one-night stand. I can't stand rejection like this. I was good enough for you when you were pissed.
That was Drunk Talk by Auroura Blues, right here on the sessions on 107.6 East Coast FM. Thank you very much for that cracking song. I was almost singing along, but I told myself not to sing along, and nearly. I got myself in trouble for singing along, but anyway, that's a different story. Right, we've got a few people tuned in on the Facebook Live feed, and I'm sure we've got people out there elsewhere in the world tuned in. If they like what they hear, and I'm sure they do, how can they be in touch? Have you got a Facebook page or a SoundCloud? Or...
Yeah, we've got a Facebook page. You can find us on Facebook. We put all our gigs and things on there as well. But we have a website, so you can find us at aurorablues.com.
Right.
We have a YouTube page. I think we probably use our website for most things, so if you use our website, it's kind of the hub.
Right,
find
okay.
anything else you need from there.
Right, brilliant. We'll give them a mention before we finish again, and we'll also put a link up on our Facebook page to your Facebook page later on tonight. We're going to move on and talk about your gigs and stuff. We'll do that after the next song. We're kind of just going to get stuck right into these tunes. Tell me a bit about song number 2 we're going to do.
Song number 2 is actually the first song that, first lyrics I wrote as Auroura Blues, as the band. So it's basically about a battle. It's pretty self-explanatory. It means something to me, but I'd rather not go into it, to be honest.
Okay, fair enough.
That's it, yeah.
The track is
And
called...
the lads on Facebook see the sweat particles on my phone.
Probably, yes. Yeah, they can.
Sorry about that.
It'll be up on YouTube later on tonight as well, so they'll all see it too.
Oh, perfect. Thanks, man.
We can open a window, by all means. I can do that when you are playing your tune.
I'll jump out the window if you open it, to be honest.
What's the track called?
This is called The Battle.
Battle.
It's not coincidence or chance that you can use to compensate for all the trouble you have caused. I'm guessing it was planned for all the frightening, lightning, sharp and stupid insults you have made. But you still have got the nerve to say I've rained on your parade. You're not as decent as I once thought you were. But I'm on damage control and the damage has been done. She's found the bloody loophole, now she thinks her war is won. But she's still fighting in the battle. The battle's just begun. You were an angel, but you're the devil in disguise. And I almost turned to stone when I was looking in your eyes. You're just like Medusa, but you're just not quite as kind. You'll try to irritate and aggravate, but unfortunately you'll try to get a reaction, but you won't get one from me. Even Cupid's arrow, it couldn't bring me to my knees. 'Cause I'm on damage control, but the damage has been done. She's found the bloody loophole, now she thinks her war is won. She's still fighting in the battle, and the battle's just begun. I said I'm on damage control, but the damage has been done. She's found the bloody loophole, now she thinks her war is won. She's still fighting in the battle, and the battle's just begun.
That was The Battle by Auroura Blues right here on the sessions on 107.6 East Coast FM. I'm going to have to put my teeth back in. Auroura Blues, that one. I didn't ask you this, I didn't mention this off air, so I'm throwing your curveball here, right? But where does the name come from? Auroura Blues.
That is down to our bass player, Johnny.
Right.
He's the one that came up with that name. He just thought the two words sounded nice together.
Okay.
I think that was his thinking behind it.
I think so, yeah. To be honest, I think we've all tried to change it since.
Okay.
But we have a website and we've advertised as it, so we're kind of stuck.
And it's the Facebook page and the Twitter feed and
we are
there.
Aurora Blues regardless.
Fair enough. That's
No
it.
choice now.
Right, I've got a few notes here on my notepad because we had a wee conversation off air that we actually shared a stage, didn't we? We have
Indeed, yes.
we have met each other before. Tell me a bit about that. I need to watch what I'm doing, that I'm not promoting my own gigs that I've done. So I need to. Well, yeah, I will explain my part in what happened, but
So we played this gig in Haddington a while ago, and I was watching the guy play before us, and I was like, man, that bass player is amazing. It turned out to be you.
it was me.
And yeah.
Oh, thanks very much.
Can you
Yeah.
believe it?
No, thanks. That was good. I like that. Thanks. Yeah, you guys would Hadstock. What was that? When was that? That was June.
Yes.
June.
Yeah, it's
20,
June.
I think.
Yeah,
My
we-
brain switched off.
Maybe.
It was Becky Dover's fault. Anyway, we can blame her for
Yeah,
everything that
yes,
happened that
Yeah.
day.
Exactly.
We had Becky in for an interview. She was sitting here. We had that on Facebook Live, and we had a band in that night as well. So we did do some promotion for you guys way back then. And I did play bass for Eric that night. It was great. I've also got a note here on my notepad about a gig that you did that wasn't at Hadstock, but it was a few weeks ago. You played with a few famous, and you shared the stage with another few famous people. Tell me more.
Not as famous as you, though.
Not as famous as me. Well, that's thanks. Thanks for that.
We've actually done Party at the Palace in Lithgow with Kaiser Chiefs, Razorlight, Amy MacDonald, the Phantoms from Edinburgh. Also
Right.
played, so
Ash played the day before.
Ash, sorry.
Ash as well,
Thanks for
absolutely.
everything, yeah.
Cracking names, yeah.
So that was interesting. It was a great experience. We got a lot of free stuff. That's what we'll take away from it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It was a good night all round, was it? It was
Yeah.
Absolutely.
a cracking
From
experience.
what we can remember.
Yeah.
It was great.
How did you get involved with that? Was that somebody that scouted you, or was it?
Oh, I begged for months to play it. No, I didn't, honestly. I think it was actually through Facebook. It was. I think someone got in touch with us through Facebook about playing it, and I had never heard of it before because I just moved here from Ireland. So, Tim told me all about it, and I was like, we can't refuse that anyway. So,
No way you can refuse that. Yeah.
There we go. Yeah.
That sounds absolutely brilliant.
It was.
We want to mention you've got a couple of gigs in the diary for the future. Tell me more about these. Where are they? Are tickets available?
Yeah, we're playing a week on Saturday, so September 2nd, and that is at Cabaret Voltaire in Edinburgh. You can get tickets on the door, or you'll be able to find tickets online. They should be on our website quite soon. I think they're on the way to us, so they'll be on our
They're
website
on the
very
post.
soon.
They're on
Right.
the post, yeah.
Yeah, so if you've not got a ticket before, feel free to show up. That'll be a good night.
And if it's full, we'll sneak you in the back way. It's fine.
Just contact the band to feed.
Yeah, if it's full, just ask us. That's fine.
Yeah.
And you've also got a second gig you want to give a wee plug to? Have you got
Yeah.
details on that?
We're playing the 8th of September in Sneaky Pete's, which is a cracking venue to play gigs in. It's so
Very small.
compact, but
Yeah.
the atmosphere in there, the vibe in there is fantastic. It is.
8th
The
at Sneaky
lights
Pete's.
and everything, man. It's great.
I like the looks.
And again, the tickets available on the door.
Or through the band's website,
Band's
or through
website,
the promotion company that's running it as well.
Sound like two absolutely brilliant nights. Is there other bands playing with you that night, or is
Sugar Spun are playing with us one of the nights.
September 8th, it's
Is
Shakespeare.
it, yeah. And there's probably other bands.
there probably is other bands playing as well?
Yeah.
They're both sound absolutely cracking. We will give them a mention before we finish again tonight. And let's move on to track number 3. Tell me a bit about the third song we're going to do.
Well, I was thinking all day about doing a cover because it's always nice to do a cover. And a band I'm listening to all the time lately is Catfish in the Bottom, and like literally obsessed with them. So I was going to do a song called Anything by Catfish in the Bottom.
Okay.
Cheers. As soon as I get that right. It gets difficult to talk, nearly deafen me cause you start laughing. But if it means that we get through, and though you mix up every detail of every story that you're ever gonna tell me, but if it means that we get through, you know I never want to trouble you when you're working, so I always try to wait. But if it means that we get through, and when we drink it just gets funnier,
struggle sometimes, but if it means that we get through, if it means that we get through, if it means that we get through. Taste of it. I don't want a picture of firstborn. If you stop discussing names with me, but if it means that we get through, then you know I'm up for anything. Anything you need at any time at all, I want you to phone me. 'Cause everything you feel on every night alone is because you need me. Anything you need at any time at all, I want you to phone me. 'Cause everything you feel on every night alone is because you need me. I won't smoke if you don't know more, 'cause I know you hate the taste of it. Don't want a picture of firstborn. If you stop discussing names with me, but if it means that we get through, then you know I'm up for anything. No, I always try to settle ya. I'm away because we struggle sometimes. It means that we get through.
That was Anything by Catfish and the Bottlemen, originally, but performed by Auroura Blues right here on the session.
That's a tongue twister for you, isn't it?
It's a wee bit, I don't know what's going on. Right here in the sessions on 107.6. Thank you very much for that cracking version. We do like a cover here on the sessions. We have had some cheesy covers. Jolene by Dolly Parton's been done a few times, and
I won't do that for you, I
no,
promise you.
that's fine. I'm not asking you to, sorry. But we've had a few, and I quite like having a band's version of something else, if you see what I mean. So I've got quite a few covers, so that will be added to other shows and other things. So thank you for
This is
that.
mad for a
Thank
cover,
you.
so it's worth going to see us because he's always trying to find a new cover to play.
And they never want to do covers. They always just want to do their own stuff. And I'm like, oh, just want to let me sneak in a couple of covers here and there.
Yeah.
So one gig that we played, I think, was Mash House. I decided in between the song I was going to start playing Teenagers by My Chemical Romance,
Right.
without telling the rest of the band.
Uh-huh.
Every show now.
I broke like 2 strings in the first verse, and it was instant karma. Instant karma.
Just
It was.
one of
They weren't impressed, were you?
We were not.
no. But you enjoyed yourself.
I enjoyed myself.
It was good.
Yeah, I had a great time.
Right, tell me more about this EP. Where is it available? How do we get our hands on it?
So you can stream it.
Right.
So if you use any streaming services on
Uh-huh.
all of those, you can buy it on iTunes.
Right.
We have some physical copies.
Uh-huh.
You'll need to actually find us to buy
Find you in
it.
person.
So
right?
Contact
contact
in person.
and
You can get the website, maybe email, contact us through the website, and we'll see what.
if you send us an email, we'll see what we can do.
Okay.
But best thing is to come and see us live.
Probably.
Tell me more about the kind of recording process. Where was it actually recorded? Or you've got smiles on your face. There's obviously a story here.
Yeah, kind of. Tim, I'll leave this up to you, pal. You tell this story.
Cool. So we record in my spare room.
Okay.
Tell them how small it is.
It's pretty small.
Smaller than this room.
Right.
Yeah, it's a fairly small room. It's like my study.
Uh-huh.
I normally I don't even have space for my wife to be in there with me when I'm like recording stuff.
Okay.
It's just me sitting in there. So the first day we recorded, we had all 4 of us in the room. And
Right, okay.
We're trying to record music. Got to be quiet, right? So our bass player shuts the door, and I've not noticed this, but the door handle's broken. So
Okay.
there's 4 of us literally stuck in a room.
And the window doesn't open either, by the way.
Yeah, so we're just like 4 guys stuck in our increasingly warm room.
Uh-huh.
I felt like the room was getting smaller every second.
Yeah, I can imagine.
And so I think that added some intensity to the first recordings.
Out of intensity, it was a very angry sounding
So
EP. It
it
was.
was.
I'm interested to see how this story pans out. I've heard some of the tracks. I haven't got copies of them here, but I've heard some of them. They're absolutely brilliant. But how does the story pan out? Did you have to wait till your wife got home, or did you have to?
My wife got home and removed the removed the handle from the door and then barged in. So I think she's listening. So cheers.
Thanks
for that.
If not, we'd still be there. We'd have about 5 EPs now, in fairness.
Oh, we would.
If we hadn't killed her.
Excuse me a second, gentlemen. I'm just coughing myself. Right. So we can get the EP in hard copies when they come and see you live. They can get it. They can stream it on Bandcamp.
You can stream it on all streaming services.
All the streaming services.
Spotify,
There you go.
Apple Music. You can purchase a download on iTunes. So
Brilliant.
right that.
Thank you. We will mention it again just before we finish. Right. We'll move on to track number 4.
Cool.
Tell me a story about track number 4.
This is the first time that we actually ever recorded. Before Tim joined the band, we recorded this as a 3-piece with just an acoustic guitar, a bass guitar, and one lead guitar, an electric guitar.
Right. Okay.
And then Tim came along and added drums to it after a few months, and it completely changed the whole song, like completely. So this is the old version of it.
Okay, the old.
Like, this one is called Pennywell.
Just go when you're ready.
Thank you. Battery's dead, but you don't feel like going home just yet. You think you've got some time to spare, but there are bad men lurking round here. You thought the queue for the club was long, but it was worth it when they played your song. You're a lioness and a dancing queen. You're a goddess and a sex machine. Just inside, you started raising hell, my little penny. Well, welcome to the night. Alright. It's nearly 4 and you've gone nowhere in a rush. Got no way to call a taxi. You got no change for a bus. You got yourself stuck in a hole because you couldn't stop swigging. But how the hell are you gonna get out if you don't stop digging? You started raising hell, my little penny. Well, welcome to the night. Alright. It's 4 in the morning, I'm alone and I feel unpossessed. It's an omen, I keep it 300. Like the Romans, I keep it 300. Baby, we're living in the moment. I've been a menace for the longest, but I ain't finished. I'm devoted, and you know it, and you know it. Who the hell is Penny? Well, she's one of a kind. Who the hell is Penny? Well, oh, she's gonna blow your mind. Who the hell is Penny? Well, oh, she's one of a kind. I said, who the hell is Penny? Well, she's gonna blow your mind.
That was Penny Well by Auroura Blues right here on the sessions on 107.6, and that was a little bit of, was that Kanye West there thrown in the middle?
Yeah, a little bit.
A bit of an in-band joke there, I presume. And thank you very much for that, absolutely cracking track. We have got time for one more track, if you're happy to do a fifth song for us.
Can I do a colour?
Of course you can. We kind of knew that one was coming, didn't we?
Yeah.
But before we do that, before we move on to our fifth and last song and a cover, tell me again your Facebook pages, your social medias, your website, and your next up-and-coming gig.
Right, so you can check us out on Facebook, Twitter, Instagram, Spotify, iTunes, all that. It's Auroura Blues. I think that's what you were trying to say.
It was. You're right.
It's Auroura Blues. And we also have a website, www.aurourablues.com. Check us out on that as well. Next gig is a week from Saturday, so it's the 2nd of September, and we are playing in Cab Vol. So come along to that if you're available. It's bound to be a good night.
And are the tickets available on the door?
Tickets
How much are they?
on the door are, I think they're £7 on the door and £6 if you get them through our own website or through the promotion company as well, or any of the bands really.
Yeah, if they're not on our website yet, just send us a message on the website. We'll be able to get you one.
Absolutely brilliant. Thank you very much, guys, for coming in. Thank you for your time. But we have
Thanks
got.
for having us.
Tell
Cheers, thank you.
me about your fifth and your final song. It's going to be a cover.
Yeah, well, you caught me a bit off guard with this one, so I'm going to have to just improvise something.
That's
early,
all right.
So I'll tell you about it as soon as I figure out what I'm going to do. I'm going to do another Catfish song. Sorry for anyone listening who doesn't like Catfish in the Bottom, man. I'm going to do it, and if you have any problem, contact the website.
Okay.
Speak to me about it. So I'm going to do 7 by Catfish in the Bottom.
Smoking, I wanna lose a couple days. Probably never struggle coping, but I never wanted to. Promised again that I'll call her. Forget the time, cause I'm 7 hours behind. It's probably good I didn't call though. I always want to. And I beg you, but you know I'm never home. And I love you, but I need another year alone. And I've tried to ignore you every time you phone, but I never come close. I don't think through things, I never get time. So I don't think things through. Very color load of smoking. I wanted this up here for days. You probably never struggle sleeping, but I never want to. Promise again that I'll call up. Forget the time, cause I'm 7 hours behind. It's probably good I didn't call though, but I always want to. And I beg you, but you know I'm never home. And I love you, but I need another year alone. And I've been trying to ignore it every time you phone, but I never come close. Through things, I never get time, 'cause I don't think things through. I don't think through things, I never get time for, 'cause I don't think things through. All I ever think about is you.
Thank you very much. That was 7, originally by Catfish in the Bottom End by Auroura Blues, right here in the sessions on 107.6. Thank you very much for coming in.
Thank you very much.
My brain went elsewhere there. There was a distraction. My brain disappeared there. Thank you very much for coming in, guys. Anytime you've got anything you want to promote, any gigs you've got coming up, Facebook me, email me, be in touch, and I'll give you a wee shout out. Send me the tracks when you get a chance, if you haven't done so already. I don't think you have.
No, we haven't. I don't think we have.
I don't think you have. Please send them in. I'll get them on the system. I'll get them played for you. Anytime you've got anything, give me a shout, and I'll see what I can do. I'm going to continue the sessions tonight with a track from a band called Noah Noah. This is Thick as Thieves coming right up after this wee message. Thank you very much, guys. We're clear.
Thank you.
I'll switch Facebook off. Bye, Facebook.